and then you upload to YouTube.
Yeah.
Okay, that's what I do, but it takes me forever.
Really? It's because you're in no man's land.
Hell yeah.
Oh, look at this.
I know, we need better lighting. This is not helping.
It's quite all right. Hi, ladies.
There, that light in the back. Who else is on? Okay, more people said they were going to be on, but we'll just go, and if they aren't on, oh, sorry, that's loud when it does that too, guys. Okay, well, so DelRae is going to talk a little bit, but before she even talks, first of all, oh my gosh, last week was awesome with the challenge, right? A lot of enrollments. How many of you, just type in the chat thread, how many of you added some people for the challenge? It was an awesome, awesome week. Brittany Schmidt had her best week ever.
Awesome.
Yep. She created a consultant, cycled 3 times, so that's awesome. It's a big deal. Anyone else? I always feel like when the challenge starts, it's kind of nice. I mean, yes, we have to keep following up and coaching individually, but it's like, oh, okay, we have a little bit of guidance for them, which is great. So, okay, and then we kind of talked about some things we wanted to cover.
Oh.
What's it say? 1 cycle away from 1 star again?
Wow, that's
awesome.
incredible.
That's huge, Rachel. Had 3 enrollments, Jessica. Awesome.
Yeah, she's blown up.
Yeah. Yeah, she said you were blowing up isopulse. That's so awesome. I said, I was talking to her how I kind of had like this lull where I wasn't enrolling anyone, and I was like, oh my gosh, what's going on? And then all of a sudden, people that I had been reaching out to decided to join the challenge. And actually, in fact, on last Friday, I was like, crap, I only have 2 calls in the morning and nothing else. Literally, I said to him, let's do something because it's raining. My phone exploded, and I was on the phone from 1:30 to like 4:30, 4:45. He's like, well, so much for that. But it was great. It was really great. Okay, so in the chat thread, I want you guys to come up with some ideas of things you feel we need to be talking about on this call and help you. I'm going to mute everybody. Where is it? Oh. Okay, there. So, I mean, I want to be able to make sure we're helping you. So in the chat thread, say some things that you think we should be covering and talking about, okay? And DelRae had some ideas of what she wants to cover, or we should cover, she said. So
verbiage examples, Rachel says. Verbiage is always good. Verbiage for what? Like reach outs, follow-ups, invites, follow-ups. Okay. Also holiday sip and sample. Absolutely. Reach out verbiage. All right. Follow-up verbiage.
we got a lot of verbiage going on. Okay.
All right. So I use like a 3-part process when it comes to reach outs because I always want it to be authentic. So I don't know if you had a chance to listen to Christina Swift's call all about intention and intentionally building and intentional reach outs, intentionally looking up, having conversations. But she does a lot of what I do, and it's an authentic reach out to begin with. So I'll go and look at their social media. I'll see what's going on. I want to talk about something to find common ground the quickest. And when you go to University in Action with David Wood, this is the #1 thing that he talks about. What builds trust and rapport the fastest is finding common ground. So you can always find a way to bridge the gap between what your conversation is about to something that reminds you of something so that that person has something in common with you. So that's first, and that authentic reach out. And a lot of times I love to do it. What happened? Anything? Okay. I was like, is she bleeding? Anything around like sports time I love. So if somebody's a football fan, you'll be able to see that from their newsfeed. Football season is my favorite time of the year to build network marketing because like literally on Sundays I'll sit there on during a football game and reach out. Everybody's got their phone on them. They're relaxed. They're chilling. They see the message. So it's a great way to strike up a conversation because you have common ground. And you can easily gear the conversation towards nutrition because a lot of people are like trying to figure out ways to actually stay decently healthy during the holidays or find different tips and tricks and recipes that would be a good alternative. And that conversation is pretty easy to have when you do an authentic reach out. So I go and gather information for that initial reach out for a common ground. So, hey, for example, today I reached out to a gal that I ran track and cross country with because I know she had a couple kids, got recently married a couple of years ago and didn't even see it. I thought about her because I was like, okay, well, who is every single leader that I've ever aligned with in my life? You know, whether it was with sports or in work, whatever it was. And she came to mind and I just said, how are you? I cannot believe you have 2 babies I didn't even know about. And then you're married. I see you're a huge fan of the Broncos. I have friends in Denver. They're absolutely amazing. And just how are you? So that initial one is just to simply reach out. Don't even think about enrolling people. And then I simply love also with reach outs for business builders. It's a compliment, connect, and are you open? So that initial compliment is really just, I find you really inspiring. I love your profile. I did that to a couple of people on Instagram because I really haven't used that to build or even message people. I didn't even know you could do a 3-way Instagram message.
You can?
Yes, you can do a 3-way Facebook Instagram message because I have some 18 to 35-year-olds right now are like, well, they're like 18 to 24, 23, and their only platform is Instagram. Like they don't love Facebook at all. So I've been starting to reach out to people that have followed or that I follow that have inspiring pages and profiles. And then I just share what I think is inspiring about them and compliment them. Then I love to connect on if they're a business owner or someone that has that, like nutrition, health, and fitness business going on, or maybe they're a personal trainer, or really anyone. And I connect with what their common vision is. So I want to see exactly where they're going. Like, hey, what inspired you to start your business? Maybe they have an online Etsy store. Maybe you're in a private group that is a bunch of moms and they're entrepreneurs. Maybe, you know, it's someone that has really clean social media and it looks beautiful. Like I actually reached out to a gal that has her entire social media on drinks. She calls herself like the drink master or something like that. So all different kinds of drinks, but it's just really beautiful. And I said, I've always had a thought of actually giving people really incredible, healthier cocktail ideas. And she's like, oh my gosh, that sounds so cool. And I just said, what made you come up with your Instagram feed? Like what made you passionate about mixology? And then she shared her story with me, going to school for that. And we just got to talking about her life. She's a mom. She's super busy. She's wanted to build her following. And I thought, well, have you ever thought about aligning with something that could complement what you're doing? Are you open to additional streams of income and different opportunities? And she's like, yeah, always. And I said, well, I'd love to connect with you. Here's my number. Text me and we'll connect with the time to chat. And we'll find a time to chat. So I find a way to observe and complement what they're doing, connect with how Isagenix could fill a gap or could like find a common vision there with them and ask if they're open. And I would say 9 out of 10 times people will get on the phone. And that my initial reach outs are very straightforward and to the point now because I'm like, I don't want to sift. I don't want to convince. The always ending question is, are you open? If someone's not, it's a waste of time. And then follow-up can take time because follow-up is a lot like dating. You're kind of figuring it out. You're figuring out how you're still building a relationship of trust and rapport. And if they know, like for example, this girl enrolled 2 days ago. Adam and Danielle and I had a meeting with her in, what is it? It's September, June or July. So about 3 months ago. So we would check in and I did a group workout with her and her boyfriend. Danielle met with her for coffee one other time. She's been in the product page and in the business page. She's been going through a little bit of a challenging time. So I've been sending her some positive picture quotes. I know some things have been coming up. And finally the other day she goes, would you be able to meet in a couple weeks? And I said, let's just Zoom. And because I knew it was time. You know, I knew after all that follow-up, all of the continually just building relationship of trust and rapport. I knew intimate details about her life and where she was at. And I said, you know what? Let's not wait. Let's jump on a Zoom tomorrow. I'm open at 10 or 2. or whatever the 2 times were. And she said, absolutely. And so then it was all spilled on that Zoom. And I'm like, what are you waiting for? You know, what else? Why? And I go, is there anything else I can answer before you get started? She's like, no, let's do this. So it's that building that trust and rapport you can feel when it's like time to pop the question. When are you going to ask them to marry you? You know, and that is when you feel so confident in the relationship that you've built, that you have poured so much value into someone. So like Andrea asked, Verbiage for someone that hasn't responded to you. If they've expressed interest in the past and you feel that there's someone that, you know, still has interest, but maybe it's not the right time, I will usually say something like, hey, I don't want to be a pest. I know you expressed interest in the past. Please let me know if I should follow up now or in a couple of months. Or let me know when a good time to connect is. Or, hey, you know, John, I hope you're having a great Friday. This is a chiropractor I kept following up with. Or, hey, I thought about you because, you know, the Chiefs were playing the other day. So I'll do like little things where I know so much about their life and what their interests are, what their passions are, what their kids do, what their wife does, like, you know, all of it, so that when I follow up, I have bits and pieces of information to be able to always follow up with something other than like, are you ready to get enrolled? Does that make sense?
I want to add something. I had a lady legit that had me make a flyer for her, was going to have a healthy happy hour because she wanted to do it to get her products paid for ahead of time, right? Instead of enrolling and then having healthy happy hour. She backed out 2 times, right? Wasn't responding to my messages, and I was like, what the what, right? I messaged her the other day and I just said, hey, Lauren, this is going to be the last time I reach out to you. I do not want to be that crazy person that's bugging you. You know, if it's just not the right timing, I completely understand. I hope you are doing so well. I know you have so much going on and you're getting married soon. If and when the timing is right, you know I'm here for you. I hope you're doing well. And I ended it. She never responded. I have no idea what's going on. Actually, I did see her posting that she was at the Herbalife Shake Shop, but whatever, that's okay. She changed her mind. But I told her, this will be the last time I message you.
Did she respond?
Nope.
Oh, no, that's great. I think it's awesome. I let go of people too, but some people have come around. So
I've had that happen too, where I said this will be the last time, and then they're like, you know what? Oh my gosh, I'm so sorry. I've had this going and this going. I'm ready. I need to get going. So I'm very to the point.
And I also, a lot of my follow-ups are always invitations to take a look at another event or opportunity. So almost all of my follow-ups either include adding value, touching base, or inviting. So the invitation is key. If I use it all the time. If I sent you a video, would you watch it? If I sent you a link to an online event to watch my friend Krista, I know you would love her because she's a really busy mom and she has the best recipes. You'll learn a lot from her. It'll answer a lot of your questions. Would you be open to watching it? If I invited you to a healthy happy hour, would you be open to coming? Would you bring a friend? So I use that constantly for follow-ups, but in a really authentic way. It's not this like scripted network marketing, you know, always use that in your verbiage. They're obviously going to call you out on it eventually. Okay. But yeah, it's always an invitation. That's the one thing that I wanted to talk about. If you gals as a team, as your business, are you doing at least one healthy happy hour a month, one virtual either per month, and then with someone else on your team every week? List out your happy product users. Figure out which option to share is their favorite. When I have somebody that wants to share, they're like, there's a lot of information. It's a little bit overwhelming. I go, who are your 5 to 10 top people that you think could benefit from this? Tell me who they are, and I'm going to give you to Verbiage, reach out Verbiage right now. And that's what I do with every single one of them. And that's how you get on the 3-way calls and the 3-way Zooms. And what you do when you get someone's list like that is you ask them, how do you know this person? So for example, these gals that I've been working with recently on a ton of 3-way calls, they're like, well, I know this girl from working at her with General Mills. I say, okay, great. What do you love about her? What character traits do you love? Why did you think of her when you thought about isogen? Well, she's passionate about health, fitness, and nutrition. She's a mom as well. Okay, reach out to her and say, I thought about you because I know you're someone that's passionate about nutrition, fitness, health. You have 2 kids. I came across something a couple of months ago because I was struggling with my energy. It's an incredible solution, and I would love to share it with you. Are you open to chatting? And then the girls that I have reaching out more for like business opportunity is I'm working on a passion project, and I thought about you first. I would love to share it with you. And I'm getting them really comfortable to getting on the phone first and then messaging a 3-way with me to do a call. Because a lot of times, you know, it's easier to say, let's just do a 3-way call. But if you have people, or even yourself, that's not willing to get on the phone with people for a 5 to 10 minute conversation to ask questions and learn really what someone's looking for, it's going to be impossible for that person to grow. It's going to take a long time, and you just can't drag people. They have to be willing to talk to people. If this is going to be an opportunity, now you're going to have people that sit between like the 1 to 5 cycles, and maybe that's where you're at right now and you want to grow. And you're going to have people that are between the 5 to 10, and then 10 to 20, and then over the 40. So what you want to do is help more people get from 1 to 2 cycles a week to 5. And the way that you do that is you have to give them verbiage to reach out, and you have to give them opportunities to invite to a presentation where they can continue to learn the verbiage by hearing it over and over and over and over again. He or she who's the best presenter in network marketing wins. And he or she that's the best presenter that can teach the entire team how to present, make it simple, and duplicate by helping more people invite. That's how people duplicate in network marketing. It's why you see some of these people that have moved over from a different company and Emily and Hayden's team go to 4-star in 2 months. Well, they do things that invite people to one call where every single person just does the inviting.
What's that?
Okay.
My makeup?
Just does the inviting, and then someone does the presenting. So what you do as a leader is you're the one presenting, and you're teaching people how to invite to the presentation, whether it's a healthy happy hour, a virtual event, whether it's a Tuesday night, call like I'm going to do tonight, and we're going to highlight other leaders, whether it's you guys all prepping and realizing an Ignite challenge, you got it going on for the best marketing opportunity to build your business. All your product users that just started, your main focus should be getting them the best product experience, IsaBody, Healthy Mind and Body, helping them get the best transformation. So when the 2-week period for marketing between challenges happens, you have 10 people ready to share their results on Facebook or with their list of 10 to 20 people, and suddenly you're an executive in 2 weeks. If you have 10 happy product users that are all then saying, this challenge that added value to my life, my mindset, the recipes I learned, the workouts that I learned, they have so much value to give people. They're going to feel good about sharing it and invite to the next challenge. You're simply teaching people how to share and invite, share and invite, share and invite, share and invite over and over and over again. Help them get a happy product experience, share their 30-second story, invite to the next opportunity to hear more. And your presentation may be a 3-way call, as well as a 3-way Zoom. It may be a virtual event. You got to choose that. So for me, when I first started, I did it the hard way. I did all of the healthy happy hours I could, anywhere I could do them. And if I would have leveraged my time, I would have probably done more virtual every week and invited everyone to the same place. However, I will tell you, there's nothing like belly to belly. Like if you can do one healthy happy hour with a product user every single week and help them invite 5 to 10 people, it's huge. I take that back. 5 to 10 people showing up, you're probably going to have to invite 50 with reach out verbiage.
But you think you have 10 people show up.
Mm-hmm.
1 to 3 are going to enroll.
Absolutely. If you help someone do a healthy happy hour, do anything that involves sampling the product or sharing, you're going to have a couple people enroll. You can get people ISA wallet uploads after they have a really good transformation. You have a retention of a happy product user at 95% after a year.
Say that again?
If somebody enrolls in ISA Body, Healthy Mind and Body, and gets an ISA wallet upload, it's a 95% retention rate after 1 year. Typically in network marketing, it's a 10 to 20% retention rate after the first 30 to 60 days. Basically, you better fill in the bucket as fast as people are leaving. That's exhausting. Creating massive amounts of retention comes from exposure to the culture. If you expose people to a culture and something, and there was a video that we watched, and it was you either invest people and sponsor people into the business, or you recruit. If you can help invest people into the company and the culture, which is what you all have created and what the Ignite Challenge gives you an opportunity to do, help people and encourage them to participate. The more that you have happy product users that are participating or engaged is huge. What is your verbiage for getting people to do Healthy Mind and Body? Bonnie is going to do a Facebook Live on this tomorrow because I gave her some verbiage, and she just enrolled 25 people in the Healthy Mind and Body, all happy product users. So and they're doing it together and as a small group, and addressing really self-limiting beliefs. I know, Wow was right, 25 people. And she set an intention for 20. And for me, for the Healthy Mind and Body, it is, how open are you right now to lasting long-term lifestyle change? And I learn a little bit about what some of their self-limiting beliefs or self-sabotaging behaviors were before, because I've asked them what they've tried before and why they feel they haven't been successful with it. I want to know that because I want to be able to best help them when everything creeps in for wanting to go right back to their old habits. And I say Healthy Mind and Body is like essential to shifting the mindset for a long-term transformation. I have a really high rate of people enrolling in it. I also share like what I've personally gone through myself with nighttime snacking, cravings, stress eating, self-limiting beliefs, all body image. And, it then brings up in their head what some of those are and why they've always gone back. So the more questions you ask at the beginning to know what people have tried before, why they feel they haven't been successful. Do you feel like there's anything I can do to help you be more successful at this? And Isagenix has created a platform to help people stay consistent in creating habits. The last thing I would ever want to do is waste your money or time. And I take that very seriously. So this is a support tool that Isagenix has created to help you get the best results possible for a lifestyle, long-term, not just the first 30 days. Is that helpful? Mm-hmm. And I actually use it as one of my Isagenix's unique and different points. The culture, the company, ISA Body and Healthy Mind and Body, the support tools that they've created, as well as our Eat It, Love It, Share It slogan, are 3 choices from our wholesale freedom account. You can either save a lot of time and money, not shop at 7 different places, and get everything shipped to your doorstep in 3 days and feel like it's Christmas every month like I do. If that's all you want to do, great. You get wholesale pricing just like I do. If you fall in love with it and you authentically want to bless other people's lives with it because you almost feel obligated when you feel this good, we have a program called Eat It, Love It, Share It, and a system that helps people get their products paid for. If that's you, great. I would love to help you with that. You can simply add people to our product page and introduce them to me. Or the third option is what I chose, and it was to create more financial ease and to actually give back on a level that I never thought possible and create an incredible legacy for my girls. Whatever you want to say, whatever it's done for you, and the ISA Wallet uploads that has helped you with freedom of choice, share that. and really what your vision is. I love that. And I actually took it from another leader. Because you're always learning. I will never stop learning. And it is the smartest verbiage that I've ever heard, because guess what? Success leaves clues. And Tanya Kirkpatrick and her sister Trudy Maples have created more Crystal executives combined in 2.5 years than anyone in the entire company in 15. So I have a feeling they're doing something right. They asked people if they'd be willing to share their results on Facebook with their friends. Would you be willing to ask for accountability partners in a Facebook post? I would give you the verbiage. You can change it to something that feels good and is your own. Are you open and willing? Would that be something that would feel good to you? They're constantly just creating a culture of sharing. You guys have such a huge opportunity with the Ignite being such high value, like such high value, and you have a system of marketing. You have an 8-week challenge, 2-week marketing promotional period. 8-week challenge, 2-week marketing and promotional period. So if all of you pull your reports or who your consultants are after, like you have 2 weeks to go at the end of the challenge, and you all said, okay, we're gonna hold a healthy happy hour or several for those 2 weeks of promotion, it should be opportunity meeting, presentation. And it's all you should be doing is teaching every single person to invite to those. Anyone that had a happy product experience or is cycling 1 to 5 times a week, invite. I think I have to get on this call.
Mm-hmm.
Hopefully that was helpful.
Good. Did that help you guys?
Bringing up isogenics so it's not awkward. I always bring up the word nutrition. So I'll ask those questions and then I say, with everything that you have going on, how is your nutrition? Or I used to find it challenging, or I used to struggle with. And then who's ever in front of me, whether it's like performance-based in the gym, or if it's a busy, crazy, stressed out mom, if it's somebody looking for more energy, then I can cater my 30-second story to them. So I always bring up the word nutrition, because then you insert your 30-second story. A couple years I used to struggle with. A friend introduced me to a nutrition solution called isogenics. Have you heard of it? I used to be stressed out and exhausted. Now, I am flat out. Isogenics, have you heard of it? Bring it up right now, because most people say either, yeah, I have, or no, I haven't. Great, let me tell you about it.
What do you guys think of really, I mean, the challenge just started, but who cares? Let's really start pushing to do virtual healthy happy hours. How often did you say?
It depends on how many happy product users you have. If you have happy product users, ask them if you can help them host a virtual event, because you can invite people. It's amazing. In person or virtual.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I need to get better at that too. I mean, look at all of us. We have so many people that love the products.
I know.
Mm-hmm.
It's a huge opportunity, because even if you were doing one virtual and you had 2 people enroll, they're an instant consultant.
Yeah.
What you doing?
Oh, eating again.
I don't think anybody knows about this call.
I guess your call's
Tuesday
not
night,
happening.
right?
Mm-hmm.
I don't even know what day of the week it is now.
Well, and we have every Monday night.
Yeah, the how to share
video. Tonight, Tuesday nights, she does the opportunity to learn about isogenics for new people.
To do a reminder.
Oh, someone jumped on. Okay. All right, she's gonna have to do her call. Well, but
yeah.
Anything else, you guys? Anybody? Okay. Will you just take 2 more seconds before you jump off and tell me, okay, that was some verbiage. We can do more verbiage, but tell me some more things for next week. I mean, really, it was just always going back to the basics. But I'm going to ask you guys to help and you guys to do some talking here instead of just me. Yeah. So next week, I'm going to reach out to somebody and somebody else gets to talk.
April was only 1 cycle away again from 5 cycle bonus.
April, you were 1 cycle away from 5 cycle bonus.
Mm-hmm.
No, that's awesome. That's awesome. You'll get there. You're going to get there. Okay, so no topics for next week. Okay, so then I will just call on someone and you get to come up with a topic. Perfect. Okay.
I think creating consultants is huge.
Creating consultants. We've done that. When one of your legs isn't getting 100 BV. Okay. All right. Okay, I'm going to hop off. Is anyone else still typing? I'm going to stop recording it.